than 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, and we've got the Panthers' creative quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Panthers and the Chargers, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chargers coming into play. We know how well they throw the football, but they're going to have their work cut out for them in this one.
Yeah, they're going up against a top 5 unit in the league, and this is a defense. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Well coached, they execute really, really well, and terrific leadership on that side of the ball. So precision, that's going to have to be a key for them in this one.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And this one caught by, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Goodwin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 4. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Taking a peek at the rushing numbers for Spiller in last week's game. 17 carries, 68 yards.
It was a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller to the 27-yard line. 6 yards left on 2nd down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Drops it underneath to Spiller. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keith Taylor. And the Panthers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
This is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. Down to the 25. We're scoreless after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Burrow. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take it back.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. On third down, Burrow. He gets this out to Spiller. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. A 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2nd and 4. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Goodwin. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep for the Panthers, DJ Moore. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit. And that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. But despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
On first down. And running for just a couple of yards, second down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running a guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. For plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 22.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Burrow on first down. That's caught right side by Palmer. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete out right to the tight end. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They run behind center with Spiller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Burrow going to throw again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code. Yeah,
they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow complete. The tight end, Kelsey. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Goodwin. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now the Panthers down by 12. A little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Throwing middle, and it's complete. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review on this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, the 20. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they take a knee. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise. So for the Chargers, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.